Greetings! Greetings, dear viewers! I'm Coil Quickcard, once again back, streaming to try out my avatar, which today seems to be functioning, a bit better. Definitely seems to be following me better. It's definitely less twitchy than it was last time. Today, I am playing Hearthstone. It has been quite some time since I played Hearthstone, which might explain. There we go. Yeah, it's been a long time since I actually last touched Hearthstone. And tonight I'm going to just do some solo adventures for, I don't know, maybe hour and a half, 2 hours. We'll see how it goes. I've got everything up and running, I think. Specifically, I'm going to be doing the solo adventures, because I find the roguelike things to be a lot more personally fun than deck building, and, my collection is years out of date, and, frankly, I have no interest in, the competitive aspect. So, yeah, this is really just to have some light fun. Because why not? But first, I do seem to have a couple packs for God only knows what reason. If I complete the Mercenaries tutorial. Maybe I'll get around to that. But to get back into this, I think we're going to start with something that I have already done before.
Good timing, adventurer.
Um...
The Hall of Explorers. We've got a lead on the 3 pieces of the
I've done basically everything up through the Dalaran heist, Tombs of Terror, Galakron. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Begin the show. A tale of fire and strife and woe.
Illidan rhyming does not become you, sir. Just for the hell of it, I think we're going to start back with a simple run of Kobolds and Catacombs. This is basically where the roguelike solo adventures first started with Hearthstone, and I think it's a fantastic mode. So, we're going to be starting out against the Giant Rat. And which class do I want to use? I have cleared this with all of them. For most of the adventures, I have actually unlocked everything. It has been so long. Honestly, I'll go with... You know what? I'll actually go with Druid. You know, when I went back to Warcraft, I mained a Druid, and I absolutely loved it, so why not have some fun with the Druid tonight? So I start with a pre-built deck of just a small deck of few basic things, and then as I go through and win battles, I continue to select options to add more cards to the deck and get additional effects and powers to make myself stronger. All things considered, this is a decent hand to start with. I mean, it's not going to get much better than that, at least. I can assure you of that. If there's one thing I do regret from Hearthstone, yeah, I literally only start with a 10-card deck. I am holding just shy of half my deck. I love all the clickable things in the environment. Finding them all is always so satisfying. But enough about that. I'm fighting a giant rat. His hero power lets him summon 2 1/1 rats for 2 mana. I start with my Raven. Every turn, you gain 1 mana crystal. So next turn, I'll have 2 maximum mana crystals. And your mana crystals refill up to a maximum of 10. So it's a game that makes it very easy to play cards on curve. I will use my hero power to give me +1 attack this turn and 1 armor. Armor is just additional defense. Attack lets me actually attack someone's face. In Hearthstone, you are able to attack creatures directly, or you're able to attack your opponent. I will just attack my opponent. Alright, there's his rats. Oh, yeah, they're getting boosted from the Timberwolf. That's not good. In fact, that thing is pretty bad. So we'll use Mulch, destroy it. He will get a random minion in his hand. It is more likely to be something that's not immediately dangerous to me than to be immediately dangerous to me. But you never know. It's random. It was something very, very bad for me. That is one of the most disruptive things he could have played, frankly. This has Taunt. As long as an opponent controls a creature with Taunt, you cannot attack them directly. You have to attack and get rid of their Taunt creature. Which means that, yeah, there is a lot more damage I have to get through. But I have a Keeper of the Grove. When it comes into play, I can deal 2 damage to a minion or silence a minion. Silence just gets rid of any effects that they might have, such as Taunt. So goodbye Taunt, and 2 more damage to the giant rat. I probably will win next turn, unless he pulls out something crazy. This creature gets to attack twice in a turn because it has Wind Fury. Yep, they used all their damage to go from my face, so I just hit right back, and boom. The giant rat has been defeated. I have not fully lost my touch. And I've earned 16, I literally don't even know what that is. But I have 16 of them, and that's more than I had before, presumptively. Okay, sure, and I get 500 gold. Why not? I haven't come back to Hearthstone since the entire reward structure changed, to be honest. So I have no idea how it all works now. So I get to choose a treasure. And I have some really good choices. The Glyph of Warding. Enemy minions cost 1 more. That's going to slow down every opponent I fight. The Cloak of Invisibility, which will give all my minions stealth, which means that for the rest of the run, they will not be able to attack my minions. Or the Justicar's Ring, which upgrades my hero power and makes it cheaper. Which is really, really good. Hey, I know you're out there watching. Which treasure do you think I should take? The Glyph of Warding to slow down my enemies. The Cloak of Invisibility to basically protect my offense, but also reduce my defense. Or the Justicar's Ring, which will contribute to both my attack and my defense. What do you think? I can sit here all day waiting for you to answer, you know. I mean, the music is just so nice and relaxing. I think... God, any one of these would be really good, honestly. Maybe my tea will help. Well, probably... Cloak of Invisibility is the only one of these that objectively limits my options, because it won't let anything I have with Taunt actually to protect me, and it means I'm not going to be able to as easily trade for enemies. They won't be trading into me. That's kind of risky. So I think I can eliminate that. Glyph of Warding... You know, the Justicar's Ring is quite simply the most exciting option, I think. And then, so every 2 battles, I think it is, I choose a treasure. And, after every battle, I get 3 choices of cards to add to my deck. So I get these little buckets of cards. Each one has 3 cards in it, and they all follow a theme. So we've got Mana Growth, which has 2 Wild Growths in it, which add empty mana crystals. And then a Twig of the World Tree, which is a weapon. On Restoration, we've got 2 Mistress of Mixtures, which restore health to both heroes when they die, and another copy of that Mulch card I used in the battle. Or I can go for Stomp and just get big, scary things to throw at my enemy. A Lich King, that's a very strong card. Aviana, your minions cost 1. That's a strong card. Isarge, at the end of your turn, put a minion from your deck into the battlefield. That's a very strong card. I upgraded my hero power, so I'll be able to have consistent attack on my hero, which does pair well with equipping a weapon. And generally, Wild Growths are really good to have. But I don't know if I want that, or having 2 more cards that cost 1 each and are 2/2s is also really good. I gotta go for the cheap creatures. They're just too good. Alright, second challenge. We got Graves the Cleric. His hero power is free, and it restores 2 health to all minions. Alright, so he's probably going to be building a deck, running a deck that really takes advantage of that. You know, does a lot of healing. Maybe things that trigger when they're healed. Something like that. Got something in my eye.
I claim these treasures for the light.
These aren't the best cards to start with. I think it's really just the Mulch I want to get rid of. Hopefully I'll get one of my cards that costs 1. I did not. I got another Mulch. Okay. Well, that's okay, because I do have my upgraded hero power. And specifically, this one gives me 2 attack this turn and 2 armor. The attack wears off at end of turn, the armor stays with me. So, right off the bat, I'm able to hit him for 2. His hero power heals minions, but not heroes. So he can't heal himself for that. Nothing else I can do this turn. next turn, I could do a mulch if necessary. I really don't have a need to kill that, especially since it's only going to be attacking my armor. Go. Another attack. And I also got a Tortolan Forager. It has a battle cry, which is an effect that happens when I play it. And it's add a random minion with 5 or more attack to your hand. So I play that, and in my hand, I now have an Iron Juggernaut, a legendary 6/5 card that shuffles a card into my opponent's deck that, when drawn, hits them for 10 damage. That's a pretty good card to get, I think. Okay, a Light Spawn. That's a pretty strong card. Alright, he traded into my Forager. This card's attack is always equal to its health. But I can use my Keeper of the Grove and remove that effect. The silence effect gets rid of all the text on the card except for its basic numbers. So now he just has a 0/4 that does nothing. Creatures can't attack the turn when you put them out, unless they have rush or charge. When this dies, it deals 3 damage to the enemy hero. And if this is healed past full health, he draws a card. Okay. I think the best thing for me to do is to play this big beastly boy. It's got an ability called Inspire, which does something when you use your hero power. Specifically, it gives your hero +2 attack this turn. So I use my hero power, I now have 8 armor, its effect triggers, I now have 4 attack, I hit with that, and I hit with this, and he is down to 3 health. Unless he can do anything, he's going to die next turn. Ooh, he actually healed himself, but not enough to stop me. And they haven't even been able to get through my armor. So, first, do the shapeshift to get my 2 attack.
This'll be good.
And then I'm going to play Swipe. Deals 4 damage to an enemy and 1 damage to all other enemies. And you can target the heroes with this. Not all your direct damage effects let you target heroes, but Swipe does, and it is another clean victory for me. And once again, I have earned somethings, and 18 of them. I have earned 18 cinnamon sticks with iron rings, I guess. Sure, 250 gold, why not? I don't play competitive, I don't care much about building original decks anymore, so honestly, the gold really doesn't matter much. I guess these are the quests, this just like daily reward things. When it says play 1 game, it almost certainly means like an actual match against like a human. That sounds boring. Let's see what we got for our buckets. We could get another Mistress of Mixtures and 2 Earthen Ring Farseers, which have 3 attack, 3 health, and when they come in, restore 3 health. We could take Taunt, where we get a 1/4 with Taunt, which lets you discover another Taunt creature when it's played. That's really good. A 6-cost Hungry Etten, which has Taunt, and when it comes out, your opponent summons a random thing that costs 2. An Ironbark Protector, which is an 8/8 for 8 with Taunt. Or I can go for Mana Growth. We got 2 Wild Growths. And an Astral Communion, which would instantly give me 10 mana crystals, but also get rid of all my cards. I don't quite feel like that. I think either between Restoration or Taunt. I don't know exactly which one I would prefer. Stonehill Defender is a really good card. Ironbark could be really useful. It does give me a couple things for later. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take the taunt. Why not? Alright, our next opponent, Candlebeard. This Kobold Pirate's favorite move is Charge. And he's got the ability Charge. For one, he can give a minion Charge, which lets it immediately attack that turn. So, okay. I just have to be aware of the fact that he can drop things and attack very quickly. My maximum health is increasing the further I play along. I actually really like this opening hand. It gives me some options to play with right away. I start with 25 health. The Justicar's Rings kicks in. Yeah, I've got some really good stuff here. Let's start with the Enchanted Raven, just to get some damage on the board. He plays a Swashbuckler, which gives him a random card from some other class. I think the Mistress of Mixtures, and then a Shapeshift, and then we attack. We have already knocked out 20% of his health. Plays Swashbuckler again. Gives the Swashbuckler charge. Both of these can attack now. And they both went straight for me. They broke my armor, but they didn't actually damage me. I can use this to make my minions stronger? I think I will do that next turn. I will start with this Shade of Naxxramas. It's got stealth, so it can't be targeted. And at the start of my turn, it'll get stronger. At the start of my next turn, it'll be a 3/3. And then I can play Power of the Wild next turn to make this a 3/3, this a 3/3, and this will be a 3/3 that will then become a 4/4. Which is going to mean that I will have 10 damage just on my creatures. Alright. I have already won this battle. Power of the Wild. Give all your minions +1/+1. Do the Shapeshift. And we can hit for 10 damage immediately. That's another victory, and we should be getting a treasure on top of our cards next. Let's see what we got. Really? Playing games actually counted for the solo adventure now. That's nice. Take 5 turns. That's an absolute joke of a quest. Okay. Now, the first treasure we picked was the Justicar's Ring, which was passive. It's just an effect that always is active. It alternates between offering you active treasures and passive treasures. So now we are picking one. It's a treasure, but it is a card that will go actually into the deck and has to be drawn and played to be used. Two of these are weapons. The Blade of Quel'Dalar and the Greedy Pickaxe. And the third one is the Golden Kobold, which costs 3, is a 6/6 with taunt, and when you cast it, replace your hand with legendary minions. These are really, really good options. I guess the first thing I'd want to do is differentiate which I would prefer between the Blade of Quel'Dalar and the Greedy Pickaxe. The more cards I add to my deck, the farther I go along, the less likely it is I'm going to have the Greedy Pickaxe when getting those XP mana crystals is really going to help. On top of that, the Blade of Quel'Dalar costs 1 less to play, and it has an extra point of use. So it's really between the Blade and the Golden Kobold. And that is a pretty tough choice. Replacing your hand with legendary minions is not always as good as it sounds, but a 6/6 with taunt for 3 is pretty good. On the other hand, the Blade of Quel'Dalar, when I use my hero power, essentially turns me into a 5/5 creature. And there is the possibility that with the right treasures, I can actually make this into something even stronger. And it's because of that hope for some kind of future advantage that I am going to take the Blade of Quel'Dalar.
Legendary sword be busting in half. Not my fault.
Here are my buckets. We've got Stampede with Living Roots, which can deal 2 damage or create 2 saplings. The Haunted Creeper, a 1/2 that when it dies makes 2 1/1s. And the Vicious Fledgling, where after it attacks a hero, it adapts, which means that I get a choice of 3 ways to power it up and can pick one. Those adapts can actually get really, really strong. But the other 2 are really not that good. The farther we go along, the more these 1/1s really aren't going to help. But I do like that Vicious Fledgling. Here in Stomp, we have a Primordial Drake, a 4/8 with taunt that deals 4 damage to all other minions when it comes in. Tyrantus, a 12/12 for 10 that can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. And Isharge, which at the end of your turn put a minion from your deck onto the battlefield. I really don't feel like I want to put 2 cards that cost 10 in my deck. Lastly, we have Balance, Wrath, which can deal 3 damage to a minion, or 1 damage and I draw a card. Poison Seeds, which destroys all minions and then summons 2/2 treants to replace them. That includes my creatures and my opponents. And another Swipe. I really think the Balance is absolutely the way to go here. Those are really, really good cards. Alright, next up, the Brimstone Warden. At all costs, stop him from waking the Ancient Guardians. This is where it starts to get tough. Alright, so for 5 mana, he can silence his own minions. That might seem weird. Just for 5 mana, he takes effects off of his own creatures. Yeah, you'll see. I vaguely remember this fight. It's a different type of experience. Alright.
Be gone. There is nothing here for you.
I feel like the Keeper of the Grove isn't going to help much, since silencing things is not really going to help. Can I get one of my things that costs 1? Yes, I can. Okay, thank you. And now you see the problem. He has 4 stone golems. Each one has 15 attack and 5 health. Now they can't attack. That is really good news for me. But when they die, he will lose one of his mana crystals. That's also potentially good for me. Though with attack that high, I'm basically gonna sacrifice anything I attack him with. The real threat is if he gets up to 5 mana and silences them, they will lose that death rattle and they will lose the can't attack and they will basically instantly kill me. So let's start with the Mistress of Mixtures and let's hope that this works out. I have a few turns to basically either kill this guy or come up with a way to destroy at least 3 of these things. Never mind, he has even more. That is really concerning. Okay, I'm going to summon a 3/2 Panther from my Power of the Wild. Get some more armor. And attack. I do have Savage Combatant I can play next turn. Oh god, he has another one. Oh no. Wait, this works. Okay, I have Mulch. I can take out one of them right now, and then that's going to destroy one of his mana crystals. That's absolutely perfect. Goodbye, mana crystal. It's going to slow him down a little. It's going to buy me time. His shield bearer is only a 0/4. We can get through it. We'll use our Mistress of Mixtures and my hero, which lets me deal 3 more damage to his face. So now he only has 3 mana crystals. On my next turn, I'm going to have 5. That is really, really good news. And then I can play a Savage Combatant. Do this. And immediately I can swing for 9 damage. Unless he stops me, I kill him next turn. Oh! Ooh, he has a secret. Okay. Secrets are basically traps or other things that can be triggered in a number of ways. I'm going to send in my Mistress of Mixtures and see if we can find out what that trap is. No. No. I think we win. We win. Okay. That's a scary fight. If you don't get ways to handle those guardians, they are scary. More gold that I don't need or particularly care about. Oh, play 1 game of Hearthstone. That'll be so hard. Okay. Time to pick the next thing. It's, I could go for 2 more Mistress of Mixtures. And then a 3/5 for 4 that restores 4 health to each hero. Under Taunt, we have Spreading Plague. One of the most fun cards I remember using. It summons a 1/5 with Taunt. And then after it does that, if my opponent still has more minions than me, I cast it again. If you cast this, your opponent has 7 minions and you have 0, your entire board gets filled with the 1/5s with taunt. There's also Malfurion the Pestilent. Honestly, that upgraded power he would get doesn't really help me. Or the Grizzled Guardian. It's a 3/5 for 8. Spreading Plague is an amazing card, but I feel like Taunt isn't really going to do much for me. On the other hand, Poison Seed, Swipe, and Starfall are all very good spells to have.
Seed be sneaking deep, deep, coming back with wiggly bits.
Okay, next target, Black Seed. This Furbolg's dark magic twists the other dungeon folk. So he has a free ability called Evolvomancy. Transform a minion into a random one that costs 1 more. So he can use it to get rid of really big problems on my side that are just disproportionate, or he can use it to continuously increase the power of his own army.
The forest fights back.
This is not the best starting hand. I feel like Swipe is worth keeping. Not the best cards I could have drawn. Well, I guess we're going in.
Good.
Good work. What now? Next turn I'll be able to play my Stonehill Defender. That's absolutely great news. In the meanwhile, I can continuously build up my armor and my attack. Every turn where I have 1 mana left over, I'm getting 2 armor. Alright, he starts with a Bilefin Tidehunter. Oh, crap. So, when the Bilefin Tidehunter came into play, it summons a 1/1 ooze with taunt. Now, that 1/1 ooze does technically have a mana cost of 1. Then he used Evolvomancy on that ooze, and it turned into this, which costs 2, Crystal Smith Kangor, which has Divine Shield, which means that the first time it takes damage in a turn, it ignores it. Or, well, not in a turn, just the first time it takes damage, it ignores it. When it deals damage, he gains that much life. And any healing, just at all, is double. That is really, really annoying. Okay. And, yeah, so he gets some life off of that. He got 2 back from that. And he can literally just evolve it again next turn. That was really problematic. Oh. Okay. Well, he played a thing that costs 3 and immediately evolved it into something that costs 4. Wow. Okay. I think I want to kill this. And just a little bit of damage out there. This guy has a really annoying deck. Okay, he evolved this again. It's just a 3/3. It doesn't have any other abilities that will actually be helpful right now. And then he dealt it 1 damage and drew a card off of Wrath. And it made sense to damage his... Well, he could have targeted me with that. But instead he targeted his own thing, because when he uses Evolvomancy, it's just going to show up as a new creature, which is fully healed anyway. I really want my own taunt guy out. So there's my 1/4, and then I can pick one of these, and it'll go into my hand. So, Gear Grubber, if you end your turn with any unspent mana, reduce this card's cost by 1. I already know I'm going to end this turn with 1 mana, because the only other thing I'm going to do is my hero power. So this will be cheaper next turn. This could potentially restore 2 health, but I'm not hurt. This is a massive, but that is many turns off. I feel like this is the best option for me right now.
This'll be good.
Alright, attack in. What do you got? Rattling Rascal. Oh my god, it summons a 5/5 skeleton. But when it dies, I get 1. Okay. And he turned the gnome thing into this. A Mistwraith with 3/5. Okay. It does have an ability, but it requires something very specific I don't think he's going to have. Honestly, I think it's worth damaging this to get my own skeleton. Then I can hit, and I end my turn with extra mana, so the Gear Grubber's just going to get cheaper again. Next turn it'll cost 2. Okay, my skeleton was immediately taken out by the bomb squad. And he powered this up again. Now it is a 1/5. This is genuinely starting to look kind of iffy.
Yeah.
Time for the Gear Grubber. I think it's worth swiping that down. Then let's attack into his goblin over here. When it dies, it deals 5 damage to him. And that only leaves him with 1 creature to evolve. And my armor was still able to soak up the entire attack. Okay, what are you doing? Okay, he gave that +5/+5 and taunt. But then evolved. Like, this is objectively worse than what he just had. Which is really, really dumb. Just ridiculously dumb. Still, I don't want him to have it. So, we're going to get rid of it. Play the Savage Combatant. Use my power, get inspired for an extra 2 attack, and swing for 4. Not bad, not bad. This was the card that I gave him. The Famished Fool. Draw a card. Okay. And then he evolved this, which also didn't help him at all. I think I want to use my hero power, attack, then I really don't want him building up these attackers again. So I'm going to Poison Seeds. Now the only creatures he had have a mana cost of 1. So he can't evolve them into anything interesting. And I can play a Shade of Naxxramas and an Enchanted Raven. So I still end up with a better board state. Ooh, okay. He had Spreading Plague. And then an Ancient Watcher. Are you going to evolve? Okay. He evolved his Ancient Watcher, which makes sense because it couldn't attack. Now it is Zentimo. Whenever you target a minion with a spell, cast it again on its neighbors. I don't like that. I'm going to play the Stellar Drift version of Starfall, dealing 2 damage to all of his creatures. Kill the Scarab with that. Keep my creatures completely safe. Once again, he is stuck with no creatures. Okay, Doppelgangster, which summons 2 copies of itself. And this, which can summon a 2/2 slime. And then he evolved to the original Doppelgangster, which is now a 6/6 with Taunt. Which is really, really annoying. But I can play a Druid of a Claw. Now, I can either summon it as a 4/9 with Taunt, or as a 7/6 with Rush. Rush lets it attack the turn it comes out, but only attack creatures, not the enemy hero. But it is enough to take out the Baron Scavenger. Then I can play the Blade of Quel'Dalar. When you play a weapon like this, it just equips to the hero. It gives them, this much attack just as a base. And it can be used for the number of times on the bottom right of the card. So I'll have 3 bonus attack from this for 3 turns, or for 3 uses. So let's clear up that. We attack for 3, we attack for 2, we attack for 2, and we finish it off with a stab to the face. The enemy has been defeated, and I've earned more cinnamon sticks with iron rings around them. Whatever that means. Alright, time to choose another treasure, and we're back to choosing a passive treasure. So, we could get small backpacks, which is going to have me draw 2 extra cards at the start of the game, which, isn't terrible. The Robe of the Magi, which increases all the damage from my spells by 3, which is probably almost definitely what I'm going to grab. Or I can grab the Mysterious Tome, where at the start of the game, I play 3 random secrets. That's not bad, but because they're random, there's a chance that they may not actually be useful. So I'm going to go Robe of the Magi. And with that in mind, let's see what bucket I want to take. I could take the Cult of Cthulhu. Cthulhu is a very interesting card. When it comes into play, it deals damage equal to its attack randomly split among all enemies. And then it'll also give me 2 of these Cthulhu's Chosen, which are 4/2s with Divine Shield, which is nice. And also when they're played, they will permanently give my Cthulhu, wherever it happens to be, +3/+3. So a potential possible attack of 12 on it. Over here on Stomp, we've got a Deathwing, a Tyrantus, and an Isharge. Again, I really don't just want to add 3 things that cost 10. Over here, I could get a Moonfall, an Azure Drake, and a Starfall. And because of that Robe of the Magi, I think going for spells is the way to go. Alright, next up. George and Carl. These tag team paladins went missing in Ungoro. And their hero power costs 2. It is divinity, and it gives all their minions divine shield. Okay. So these guys are going to be having a lot of defensive options that I'm going to have to find a way to work around.
The forest fights back.
Okay.
Now look where we are.
Let's just toss all those and see if we can get something earlier for the... Like, anything that costs 1. I do get the Blade of Quel'Thalar. That's really good to start with. And the spell damage plus 3 means that my free Moonfire deals 4 damage. And my Starfall can deal 8 to a minion or 5 to all minions. Those are such good numbers.
This'll be good.
Let's hope that the Blade of Quel'Thalar will help. They had nothing to start with. I'm going to play my Blade, Shapeshift, swing for 5. I hope they have something strong, or I'm going to completely bypass anything they can throw at me. So far, they're playing very slowly. Let's play the Tortolan Forager. And it adds a Flesh Giant to my hand. Costs 1 less for each time your hero's health changed during your turns. That is an utterly useless effect for me. So, I'm assuming they might play things with Taunt? Okay. So that spell summoned 3 1/1s and gave them a 1 power weapon with 4 toughness. Unfortunately for them, I have a swipe, which will deal 7 damage to my target. And boom. Actually, I think I win right now. Because I attack for 3, I Moonfire for 4, and that's the match. Oh.
Oh no, not George!
Oh no! No, it wasn't! Okay. Crap, there's a phase 2. So now for 2, he can summon 2 1/1s. I really wish I had remembered that happens, and now he's got 5 1/1s. Okay, that is problematic. Huh. Well, it's not that problematic, because I've got Starfall, and now he can't give his stuff Divine Shield, so... Let's go with Stonehill Defender. Discover something with Taunt. Taunt Reborn. I think Reborn means that when it dies, it can come back? Yeah, resurrects with 1 health the first time it dies. Okay. I mean, that works for me. If you want to throw all your guys into my Stonehill Defender, you're welcome to do so. Oh, crap! Unless all of them get +2/+2. That is concerning. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, they have finally managed to actually hurt me. Nah, I'm just kidding. Starfall, 5 damage to all of their minions. They are back to nothing.
This'll be good.
Gotcha! At the end of your turn, give all minions in your hand +1/+1. Okay. That's a pretty annoying card, and potentially very dangerous depending what's in his hand. Okay, 3 minions just got powered up. We're going to play a Wrath. We can deal 4 damage to a minion and get a card. So, obviously the Enforcer has to go. I get a swipe. And
This'll be good.
yeah, we'll just let the attack play out for now. Vine Cleaver. After your hero attacks, he'll summon 2 of these guys, so... I mean, he's working really hard on hurting me. I can't... Oh no, he can swap. Oh no, he can't, because I killed the other one. Okay, he has a card specifically to swap between his primary and secondary phases, but the secondary phase is dead now. That's adorable. I mean, why not throw out my Winged Guardian?
This'll be good.
Just to make him lose some effort trying to get rid of it? Oh! Okay. Oh, you ass. Okay. Okay. Holy crap, he just filled his board up again. Thank the gods I have answers for that. Like swipe. Boom. Problem solved.
I must safeguard the land.
Let's deal a little bit of damage and attack. Okay, another Grime Street Enforcer. 2 more recruits.
Follow the rules.
Okay. And he traded into it. He loses next turn no matter what he does. Well, that was fun. But, just for the hell of it, I'm gonna blow up all your creatures again. Just so you really get the point. Don't screw with me. Got it, buddy? Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, time to pick the next bucket. I can go with Jungle King, where I've got a Raven, a Mounted Raptor, and a Giant Anaconda. Balance, where I can get another Moonfire and 2 Wraths. Or Natural Defense, which seems to primarily be about armor. At this point, it's pretty clear we're just running a balance build. Alright, second to last enemy, Pathmaker Ham. There's more than one way for a kobold to dig a tunnel. And they've got a power that costs 2 and deals 2 damage to 3 random enemies. Okay. Specifically enemies. The dynamite will not hit his own things.
Lunara! Pathmaker Ham!
And it's on autocast. This circle means it's autocast, meaning he'll use this every turn he has the mana available automatically. Whether it's actually useful for him or not. Replace. And I do have some stuff to start with. It's probably worth just attacking, because this is going to be used immediately next turn, and that would just kill the Mistress of Mixers, which wouldn't mean anything useful. Okay. Okay, it has to target different targets, so that's at least useful information. Let's go with the Forager. Whatever it adds to my hand might be really helpful. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, a 5/5 for 7 that puts a 5/5 in my hand and then gets to have 2 abilities on that 5/5. That's really damn good. Yep, so it hits that and me. So my main goal now is to hold out for Hagatha, I think. The Mounted Raptor might be good.
This'll be good.
But if I cast it right now, it's just going to die. At least the 2 armor I'm gaining each turn negates the 2 damage I'm receiving each turn. Okay. Mad Bomber dishes out some damage at random. I think the Raptor is worth having.
This'll be
Swing
good.
in. I can probably outlast my opponent. So when that dies, I get a random minion. I get a Tunnel Trog. Okay. This thing gets stronger every time a minion takes damage. That is a real problem for me. So we're just going to solve the problem and deal 7 damage to their face at the exact same time.
Good.
That's how we solve problems where I come from. And I've still got a lot of options. And I'm still negating all damage from that. Oh! Axe Flinger. Whenever this minion takes damage, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. I don't like that. I really don't like that. So we're going to let that not happen.
This'll be good.
Move in. I'm still playing kind of cautiously. I actually have something survive on the board. Okay, he got another Axe Flinger. Alright. Alright. I really need to get rid of those. I think it's best to get rid of this and draw a card. Which gives me a Moonfire. Yeah, I think I just need to get rid of that. I still take damage from its ability, and then I'll take 2 more from the Demolition, but I'd rather deal with that than Axe Slingers. Okay, Bomb Lobber, I have no minions. It's not able to hit anything. But what I do have is Hagatha. So I add a 5/5 to my hand, and now I pick 2 spells to put onto the creature that I am making. And those spells will cast as soon as I play that creature. So Avalanche seems like a good choice. And then the next spell you cast this turn also targets adjacent minions. That sounds pretty good. So here is my Horror. When I cast it, I also cast the 2 spells that I put on it. We can get rid of that for free. And then go back on the offensive and prevent 2 more damage from the Demolition. Good, good. Hagatha is still alive. Bomb Squad, okay. And he killed his own Bomb Squad, which dealt 3 damage, or 5 damage to himself. Good thinking there, Mad Bomber. The Drustvar horror really isn't necessary right now. But what I can do is put a lot of power on the board.
This'll be good.
Yeah, I think I'll hit his face. Alright. So, my creatures should actually survive this turn, depending on what other bombs he drops. Oh! After this minion survives damage, summon a random legendary minion. That is a problem. I mean, I'm obviously lying. I'm just going to destroy it without dealing any damage. We both gain 4 life, but I think that's a fair trade-off. And then I play my Bear form Druid of the Claw in taunt mode. I lose my Treant, but that's okay. The Matter Bomber, 6 damage, split randomly. Didn't hit me a single time. Oh, there we go! The Mad Bomber actually managed to hit me. Good job, Mad Bomber. I'm going to play the Drustvar Horror. So, for Avalanche, we're going to cast on this. Where we freeze that, meaning that it can't attack next turn. The other spell causes, the next spell you cast this turn also targets adjacent minions. There's nothing here worth doing that on, honestly.
This'll be good.
It's worth just getting the damage down on the enemy. Okay, Unstable Demolition. Another Bomber. Are you going to take out my bear? Okay, are you going to take out my bear? Yes, you are. I do not appreciate it when you hurt my bears. Let's play something else with Taunt. Oh, wow. If you have 10 mana crystals, gain 10 attack. That is ridiculously good. Let's take out that. Let's take out that. I want him to have as few things on the board as possible. I might win on my next turn. I do have a 12-6. I don't think he has anything that's going to be able to take out a 12-6. Oh my god, it's a brawl. Never mind. Only one creature survives. It's my 1-2. Well, that's disappointing, but practical. I don't know why I bothered to play that. They're both gonna die to Unstable Demolition next turn. But we're both running relatively low on supplies. Oh god. That one hurt. That one hurt. Okay. Azure Drake lets me draw a card. Wrath. Okay. Wrath is good. Going to attack that and draw a card. That gives me Swipe. Swipe is excellent. I can use that next turn. Let's see what happens. Yep. Okay, another bomber. Alright, he killed his other bomber. Okay. Let's go in and finish the battle with a swipe and the Drake. And that is how it is done. Not bad at all. Whew. Okay, now to choose my next treasure. Again, this is one that I have to draw and play. And this time... This one just summons 3 things from my deck. There's not really enough major powerhouses in my deck that any 3 random ones would immediately change a battle. This one draws me 3 cards and makes all 3 of them free, which is really good. But I think the Golden Kobold is the one that I want to draw right now. Yeah, replace your hand with legendary minions. 3. It costs 3. It's a taunt. Oh, hey. Jade Golems. That's kind of cool. But I think we're going to stick with balance. We're continuing to focus on this spell damage. King Togwaggle. Look out. He's loaded with loot from failed adventurers. And his ability is... It costs 3 and it finds him a treasure. That is exactly as bothersome as it sounds. Believe me. Okay. Good, good. What do we got?
The forest fights back.
Be dropping your treasures now. I take
Power of the Wild, honestly, the least useful out of that pile. Poison Seeds will at least let me slow him down if he starts drawing some real crazy bull. Alright, let's go with a hero. Let's go, mistress. Okay. Kobold Barbarian. At the start of your turn, attack a random enemy. That is annoying. I think I'll play another Mistress of Mixtures and at least get a little damage off on the board. I do have this Blood Mage Thalnos. It's a pretty useful card. When it dies, I get to draw a card. Oh. Okay, Kobold Apprentice. 3 random damage. You killed that one. We are both fully healed again. My swipe is going to destroy all their stuff next turn. So... Okay, a Geomancer. And summoning a totem. Okay. In we go. He's only got 3 cards left in hand. Now, the bosses do have some real cheaty cards. But at least my position is okay. Rakanishu has killed my thing and healed us both. Sure.
Maybe getting treasure too.
Alright, now he has some kind of a treasure card in his hand. We don't actually know what kind of treasure he's gotten. But he has something.
This'll be good.
So long as I can put up armor each turn, this 2 damage from the Kobold is not going to get through to me. I'm not going to play Thalnos for now. Dropping a Thalnos and then 2 Moonfires is 10 damage in a single go, and that might be incredibly necessary at some point. Okay, the Hilt of Quel'Dalar, he gave that +3/+3. Of course he did. And he played a Secret. a rogue secret, so who knows what that's about. I think it's probably safest just to blow it up. Let him get the treant. Okay, that didn't trigger the trap, so it doesn't trigger when the hero takes damage. So it might trigger when a spell is played, or when a minion is played, or when a minion attacks.
My dungeon, my treasure.
Archmage's Staff. At the start of your turn, add a random mage spell to your hand. And then combo with an Eviscerate. And then even more... And then bad cards shuffled into my deck. That's a real problem. I think it's worth playing a Golden Kobold and seeing what luck fills my hands with. Alright, so these are all legendary creatures. Now, let's see. We've got Sylvanas Windrunner. When she dies, she lets me take control of an enemy minion. We've got Prince Liam, who transforms all one-cost cards in your deck into legendary minions. I actually do have a fair number of one-cost cards. Disciplinarian Gambling. After you play a minion, destroy it and summon a 4/4 failed student. Bolvar Ford Dragon. Whenever a friendly minion dies while this is in your hand, gain +1 attack. And Ace Hunter Kreen. Your other characters are immune while attacking. Holy hell, that's good. So as long as this is alive, when I have something attacking, it cannot take damage. Meaning that my hero can swing into this treant and not lose any armor. If he wants to stop me, he has no choice but to destroy that card. Which, frankly, probably won't be that hard. Ah, okay. He vanished. Interesting. But that just means I can play the Golden Kobold again and then cycle all of these into different things. So, I'll play the Blade of Quel'Dalar, the Ace Hunter Kreen, and then the Golden Kobold. Circle the hand. What do we get this time? Zyrella. If you've restored health this turn, deal that much damage to all enemy minions. Blastmaster Boom. Summon 2 1/1 boom bots for each bomb in your opponent's deck, which is 0. Odin Prime Designate. Yeah, so one of the cool or weird things about these roguelike modes is that when you generate cards randomly, they will generate cards from sets that did not exist when this mode was first developed. Odin is one of the newer cards, as I understand it. For the rest of your game, after your hero gains armor, they gain that much attack for that turn for the rest of the game. And Overlord Runethak, Rush, whenever this attacks, give +1/+1 to all minions in your hand. These are ridiculously good cards. Yeah, I am really glad he did that. He did that return to hand effect. 4 damage, random enemy. Damn it. Okay, he took out my hunter. That sucks. Silence and destroy all enemy minions. That is a great treasure. Well played. How about Overlord Runethak? Does that trigger your trap? Nope. Well, whenever it attacks, give +1/+1 to all minions in your hand. Okay. Does that trigger your secrets? It does not. Zyrella's not really going to be particularly useful in any other capacity. Alright, what else do you got? Okay, another illusionist. Force an enemy minion to deal its damage to the minions next to it. Well played! And then he finds another treasure. Fill your hand with coins. So his whole hand is now filled with free cards that gain 1 mana crystal for this turn only. That's a problem. That's a serious problem. And now he's using them all. What do you have planned, you sneaky little kobold? Oh, I do not like this. What are you doing? Add a biscuit to your hand that refreshes 2 mana crystal, and then refresh 2... Okay, King Togwaggle is losing it. He did nothing. He gave himself a buttload of mana, and then did nothing with it. Okay. Zyrella, attack and trigger a trap. I'm certain at least one of those will trigger. Okay, after your hero takes damage, become immune this turn. Fair enough. Let's summon Odin, the Prime Designate. Well, there we go. For the rest of the game, after your hero gains armor, they gain that much attack for that turn. I'm not going to use it right now, but... just because I can't hit them directly, but that is a damn good effect. Okay. Evolved Kobold increases spell damage. He has a lot of secrets, and those make me nervous. We drew the ambush, so he gets a 4/4. That's not nearly as bad as it seems. Alright, let's trigger another trap, probably. Instead, it attacks one of its neighbors. Okay. Then let's try this one. Okay. Yeah, I have a lot of attack now. And now I have decided I don't like your minions. So they're all gonna blow up. When a friendly minion dies, put 2 copies of it into your hand. Which one did it copy? Okay, it copied the Kobold Illusionist? Okay. Summon the Forager. And we got Mogor the Ogre. All minions have a 50% chance to attack the wrong enemy. This is a difficult fight, but I think I'm doing okay. Okay. Draw cards until your hand is full. Oh, holy crap. That's a lot of cards he just drew. And then he backstabbed and killed my Forager. He's only got 9 cards left in his deck. I may end up decking him out, honestly. Well, first thing we're gonna do is attack his face. And then attack his face. And then we're going to play a Hungry Atten, which causes him to get an Ink Veil Ambusher, which... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Has +3 attack and immune while attacking. Whatever. I still have a way to wipe the board if I need to. Okay, I lost Odin. 3 damage to freeze my Etten. 4 damage to my Etten. Attacking into the Etten, which kills it. Specifically attack the wrong enemy. I think I will play this, then play this to draw a card. So he gets a 1/1 Kobold Hermit. Play this, which gives me 4 attack and 2 armor. And I've got to stop this creature. When it attacks, it is scary. Alright. So now creatures have a chance of attacking the wrong target. Yep. Okay. Find another treasure. The portable ice wall? What's that one? Can't attack, freeze any character damaged by this minion. That's pretty cool. Goodbye. Shade of Noxramas. All minions have a chance to attack wrong, so that does not include heroes, so I can safely get rid of this Tomb Pillager. And then, Mogor, are you going to attack at random? No, you're not. You actually hit him. Good job. I think I'm going to win this. I am in an absolutely advantageous position. Okay, Betrayal, take out the Shade. After a friendly minion with Taunt dies, summon a new copy of it without Taunt. Okay. Whew. Oh no, this is bad for them. Yeah. This is over. Unless he's got Ice Block. Does he have Ice Block? Yes, he does. He has Ice Block. So he gets to be immune this turn. But he's at 1 health, and so far has shown no ability to restore his own health. Okay. Really doesn't matter what you do now, Togwaggle. And... oh. You're right. It does have taunt. I'm sorry. Here, let me just blow that all up for you. And boom. That is the Kobold solo adventure. Kobolds in Catacombs cleared. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, let's go to one more before we finish the stream. The final challenge I absolutely hated. Alright, we're going to the Monster Hunt. First, we're going to be up against Gobbles. It has a passive hero power. Whenever a friendly beast dies, draw a card. Now, this one gives me 4 heroes to choose from, and they've all got different hero powers. This one has Scavenge, discover a class spell that has been played this game. This one has the Cannoneer, fire your cannons. If they kill any minions, refresh this. This one has the Houndmaster, summon a 1/1 Bloodhound with Rush. And this one has the Time Tinker. Start your turn over. I'm going to go with the Houndmaster, I think. Alright, so I'm going to explain things a little less as we go along. I'm going to play a little bit faster this time. I think I've been able to explain the basics fairly well. At least well enough that they should be a little more understandable if you're not familiar with Hearthstone. Honestly, this is a fantastic starting hand. So every time one of his beasts dies, he draws a card. He only has 10 health. My primary goal is to kill him before this gets really bad. Like, for instance, if he starts with a boar and then immediately draws a card, but he did take a damage off of that because of the fiery bat's death rattle effect. So, I think deal 1 damage, summon a Mastiff, and then a 2/1 Swamp Leech. This gives me presence on the board. Okay, he doesn't have a Scavenging Hyena. Or they cost 3, or they cost 3 now, or something. I don't know. Scavenging Hyena is the one that I'm actually really, really scared about. But we win anyway, because that deals 5 damage if I control a beast, which I do. And then I swing in for 3 more, and the first battle has been cleared. Alright, next. First, we choose a treasure. We start with a passive. Your minions have +2 health. That is really good with my hero power. It means I'm summoning 1/3s with Rush. Crystal Gem, start with an extra mana crystal. That's also really good. I think +2 health is just absolutely like the ideal thing that I want. So with that in mind, let's start taking a look at exactly what kind of deck I want to be building. Rush, Dire Horn. It's between Pack Mentality and Exotic Beasts. My instinct is telling me to take Pack Mentality. Yeah.
Games this time, Nira.
Alright. Next one. She's got an ability that gives all minions +1/+1 and only costs 1 mana to cast. So that includes her minions, and assuming that I read and understood it right, that'll include mine as well. But I should have a consistent health advantage. Let's replace Kill Command, and I got a Cackling Razor Maw. All my minions have +2 health, which means that I can start out with a 2/3 Swamp Leech with Lifesteal, and next turn I can adapt it to make it even stronger. This card is one of the transforming cards. It's basically a werewolf. It goes between one mode and another each turn. So let's adapt this guy. I can give it Wind Fury, which will let it attack twice every turn. Or I could give it +3 attack. I'm going to give it +3 attack because it's got Lifesteal. So every time that hits, I will recover 5 life if I'm damaged. So this swaps back and forth between being an 8/2 and a 2/8 while it's in my hand. Once I put it on the battlefield, it stays in that mode. Let's go with a Fiery Bat, and then a Dog Whistle to summon a little hound with Rush. And we're just going to go straight for their face because it heals me anyway. The hound has Rush, so it could attack, but I'm not going to because it can't kill any of the targets. And he summoned this absolutely adorable baby Lovecraftian horror. Cutest little thing. Anyway, let's end this. Nira is defeated. What do you think, Mushroom? See, the Mushroom was really into it. Okay, Dire Frenzy. Those are really good. Huh. I think companions is the bucket. This bucket is going to be more useful in later challenges on this run, but I think it's too good an opportunity to pass up. This one has the Witch's Kiss. Transform a random minion into a 0/1 frog with taunt, but if it targets mine, they're going to be 0/3s with taunt, so already off the bat, this hero power is less detrimental to me than it is for Griselda.
Look what the dog's dug up.
Oh no, not again!
I think we just replace those. I have the bat. I like starting with the bat. Unleash the Hounds. That's a great card. Mukla's Champions makes all my stuff stronger every time I use my hero power. I love it. Alright, let's go, bat. I lit my bat on fire and then I sent it onto the battlefield. 2 damage to the minion, and it adds a 1/2 card to his hand. Summon a Hound. Attack. Are you going to turn someone into a frog? Okay, my Hound is now a 0/3 frog. Not exactly concerning. Yeah, I mean, I might as well just keep throwing things onto the field. Okay, he got my bat. Annoying, but not problematic. Flame Elemental is up. Sure, we'll just summon another Hound. Why not? And then, I mean, you'll probably get turned into a frog anyway, so why not damage yourself a little? Ooh, Water Elemental. That's a good one. Okay, so I'm going to start by summoning Mukla's Champion. Every time I use my hero power, it gives all my other minions +1/+1. It is a fantastic card to have, as long as it doesn't get turned into a frog. He draws a card because he played an elemental last turn. Turns nothing into a frog. That's going to be a mistake for him, because I play Unleash the Hounds, which lets me summon 3 1/1 Hounds, who can all attack this turn because they have charge. Now, I do need something to die. There we go. I need 1 space on my board in order to summon the dog whistle, which then gives +1/+1 to everything, including my frogs. So now, I just swing in. I didn't mean to click on that, but that's okay. Boom. They are at 4 health. It is a near certainty that they will die next turn. It's not completely certain, but it's very likely. And now it is certain. Kill command, 5 damage. Griselda is defeated. That's 3 down. Let's see what we get next. Show me the buckets. Oh no, that was 4. Or something. I don't know. I get a treasure. That's what counts. This is one of the treasures I'm going to have to draw and play. Deal 3 damage to a random character, repeat 12 times. Random character means it could hit me. I don't like that. Princess is a 5/5. Gain the death rattles of 3 random minions in your deck. That has a death rattle. Does anything else have a death rattle? That really doesn't help. But Pristine Compass, draw a card and add 2 extra copies of it to your hand. They cost 0. Yeah, Pristine Compass. And I don't want 2 more infests. I don't really think I need those. I think focusing on creatures is the way to go for this battle. So, Thick Hide, it's not a great bucket, but I think it was the best option. The next one is Splintergraft. Choose a minion, add a 2/2 copy of it to your hand that costs 2. Okay, so she's probably going to be trying to really take advantage of repeating battle cry effects, probably. That's usually what I would expect from a power like that.
Your kind will pay.
Don't need the Primordial Drake in my starting. Don't need that in my starting. That's a good start. That's a good start right there. Oof. And we get to start with the Swamp Leech once again. And go right into the second turn Cackling Razor Maw. Oh! Or they'll just destroy it and force me to draw 2 cards, which I am not going to complain about drawing 2 cards. Fiery Bat, you're up. Come on, Fiery Bat. Okay, good. Go for the Razor Maw. What kind of a bonus can I get on you? +3 attack. Yes. Boom. There's 1/6 of your total health. Crypt Lord. Okay. A taunt with 6. Let's try the compass and see if it helps. Oh. Well, now I have 3 of those, and they're free. Is it worth... Yeah, there's no reason not to just drop them immediately. Okay. So they're taking another Fiery Bat. Not a terrible choice. Let's get a Bloodhound. Give all my creatures an effect so that when they die, I will get random beasts in my hand. So even if they manage to somehow clear out my board, it's just going to fill up my hand with new things I can play. Force of Nature, summon some Treants, that's fine. Alright. They gave me a Tomb Spider. I think I win. Yep. Go get him, Bloodhound. Alright, that was the 4th one finished. Let's see what bucket we want to take this time. There's Thick Hide again, but that one doesn't really have beasts. Unwavering is all about death rattles. None of these are especially great, but I think On the Hunt works best with my hope.
Oh, how hard I worked to make
So this one gives a friendly minion lifesteal. Okay, okay. Let's see how it goes. I'm trying to be more animated with my avatar because it was very stiff last time. I'll be honest, I think just adjusting my camera a bit made like a massive difference in quality. I'll take it. I do have extra health on my minions, and that does really help. We'll save that 1 damage. Let's play a bat. Go for it, bat. What do you have, Chupacabra? Okay, nothing. But we can adapt to the bat. Wind Fury. It can now attack twice in a turn. That's pretty sweet. Okay, a Rabid Worgen with Rush. Yep, it got rid of my Wind Fury, but then it died because of the bat's death rattle. Understandable. They might have wanted to save that for my Swift Messenger, because if it's still alive next turn, it's going to attack for 8. And even with Lifesteal as your primary effect, that is odd. Well, so much for me gloating about that plan. Mookla's Tracker. We can at least set up to start building up a stronger board. Or we can immediately lose Mookla. That's also an option. Let's do 1 damage to that. Summon a Mastiff. Stitch Tracker. Let's find something from the deck. I think Primordial Drake. Probably the best option out of what's in my hand. I didn't really have a lot of great choices. Oh, God, you jerk. And you went for my Life Stealer as well. Okay, okay. Let's try the Compass. Maybe the Compass will give me something cool. Oh. Oh, yeah, the Compass gave me something cool. So... how about my 7/9 Mastiff? Also, screw you. I'm assuming you probably don't have another one of those destroy target creatures in your hand. Or at least I am hoping so. Death Rattle and... yeah, we'll play you. So you let me recruit a beast. Okay, that's a Hadrodox. Let's take you out. Sacrifice my tracker, and I still hit you for 12. Okay, I assume you're going to take out my taunt. 1 damage to everything else. go for 4 armor and 4 attack. Yeah, you're not having a good time, are you? Well, so much for that. Goodbye, Chupacabra. I feel very pleased with that outcome. Alright, next up. Now it's time for another passive ability. So, after you play a minion, trigger its death rattle effect. That really isn't going to help me much. I haven't focused on death rattle. Caltrops, after your opponent plays a minion, deal 1 damage to it. That's minimal. But companionship, your bloodhounds have +2 attack. My hero power now summons 3/3 creatures. It's more death rattle focus. Oh my god, that is 2 scavenging hyenas. Whenever a friendly beast dies, gain +2/+1. This is one of the best common beasts in the entire game. And a sneaky devil, which has stealth and powers up my creature. You're damn right I'm taking that.
The wrath of this tormented earth.
Cragtor. Reduce the cost of minions in your hand by 1. Okay. So he's probably running a lot of big, scary things and going to try to quickly make them cheaper and then cheat them onto the board. That may not work as well as he might hope. That is not a good starting hand. Let's just roll 3 new cards and I'll take what luck gives me. Also not great, but that is better. At least I'll be summoning 3/3 Bloodhounds. And I have a Pristine Compass and the Stitch Track. You know what? Now that I have the full look of it, that's not bad. He actually started with a quest card, so... Quest. Summon 5 minions with 5 or more attack. So, every time he plays a minion with 5 or more attack, it'll count up. When he's done it 5 times, he will get that Barnabas card in his hand, which reduces the cost of minions in his deck to 0. That's pretty scary. But I'm probably going to be faster than he can deal with. Oh! He gave me free mana crystals. Okay, never mind. He is really, really pushing that. Let's go into the Pristine Compass then, see what we get. Oh, yeah, we're going to wait a turn for those to swap. I'm going to drop 3 8/2s next turn. Okay. Draw 2 cards, gain 8 armor. That's a special card that bosses in this mode just have. He used his power to make his stuff cheaper. So, immediately... we're going to play a Stitch Tracker. Specifically, I want a Cackling Razor Maw. And I'm going to play the Razor Maw and adapt my Mastiff to give it +3 attack. Do I want to kill his Grove Tender? No. If he wants to trade, I'm going to make him trade. Okay, Ancient of War for Taunt. Good play. Good play. What I can do... is... Dire Frenzy on this, which puts 3 more Cackling Razor Maws in my deck, except each one is now going to be a 6/7. Play my Bloodhound, which I can rush into this. We're going to have to trade in with one of my werewolves. And that still leaves plenty of damage. We are messing this guy up. He's doing pretty good casting his expensive cards, but to put it simply, I'm doing better. We're going to play a Houndmaster to power up my Mastiff or my Bloodhound even more. A Cackling Razor Maw to give it +3 attack. And we swing, and we swing, and we swing. And that is the match. That takes care of a kind of scary one. Alright, next pack. That gives me another Razor Maw. This does give me another Scavenging Hyena. I think I like the idea of getting another Razor Maw, though. The next up is the Gnome Napper. Put an enemy minion into a sack. A rather concerning line of text. Don't mind the weight, it's just ensorceling and sharpening claws. You know, reticulating splines and all that. Okay.
Look what the dog's dug up.
Not a useful start. Let's just roll for anything different. Not exactly that much better, but I do have my bat. And my Bloodhounds will help make up for any other trouble. So, why do you put enemy minions into a sack? Okay. So, destroy the sack and get my thing back. Not really a problem when I can just summon 3/3s with Rush whenever I want. So, yeah, good luck with your sacks there, guy.
This one is kind of icky.
Yeah, it is kind of icky. So, do you just have a deck full of gnomes? And then you just steal my stuff from time to time? I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's an interesting theming. Boom. Alright, what other gnomes do you have? Okay, you got rid of one of my cards. It's... Dude, I don't know what to tell you. Your strategy does not work against me. It just doesn't. There is no point putting my stuff into sacks, sir. Ooh. That jerk, did you see that? He stole my minion, put it in a sack, and then turned it into a dinosaur. That sick bastard. Absolutely unacceptable. How dare you, Mr. Gnome? You have wrought your doom this day. Please. Whoa! Okay. That's a lot of gnomes. That's an interesting play. Let's adapt the Leech with Wind Fury. So first we can break the sack. Wow, some of these are actually quite strong. Yeah, this is actually kind of problematic. Let's trade into a few of these. Okay. Alright, big damage on my face.
I can take the hit.
You jerk. No warriors. So annoying. Okay. Fine. You know what? We're just going to have to accept this for what it is. Play a tracker. We will discover a hunting mastiff. Play my bloodhound. And we're going to trade into you. Well, I guess that wasn't actually a trade. Yeah, I really need that sack opened up again. Okay, they can deal a lot of damage to me next turn, but not enough to kill. Not unless they have something absurd. Okay. Stealing the hyena makes absolute sense. Oh! You just made all my spells cost 0 this turn. That may not have been in your best interest. First up, Sneaky Devil. Extra power for all my creatures. Next. Let's go with extra power on this and taunt. It can survive a trade with the Shield Maiden. This trades with the Shield Maiden. This trades with a Millhouse. This trades with a Millhouse. This... Okay, we're down to 3, so now I can summon all 3 animal companions, which includes a 6/6 with taunt, a 2/4 that gives all other minions +1 attack, and a 4/2 with charge. And of course, there's a lot of bonuses going around on all that. So we'll take out that, and we'll take out that. And then boom. We have just eliminated most of their dangerous stuff, but they do get another pack of gnomes. Luckily, this pack of gnomes is significantly less threatening than the last pack of gnomes. Pristine Compass. What do we get? Oh. Well, I definitely want Misha. And I definitely want this. So we're going to kill that. Kill that. Kill that. And we're just going to drop 3 Scavenging Hyenas. If this is how you want to play it, then you're going to pay for it. Oh, crap. Yeah, I forgot that they could just steal my taunt. Oh, no. Oh, I'm in very, very serious trouble. Okay, well, we're gonna start with the Bloodhound. We're going to rush into this one. Let's just do the Sneaky Devil. It's taking up a slot I don't necessarily need. Let's play a Hunting Mastiff, which is enough to trade to that, which powers up my Hyenas. Because it has Echo, I can play it again this turn, where it can trade into another. Crap. Depending on what cards it got from my class, they might genuinely be able to kill me next turn. Is Lifesteal one of the bonuses I can get? No. I have to kill that thing. I don't have a choice. And a Hunting Mastiff. Alright, they might kill me. They really might kill me, and I... Yep, they equip a weapon, they attack. Why? Okay, they would have won the game if they attacked me, but they didn't, I guess. Okay, I guess we'll attack into you. Just to power up my things even more. Attack, and win. That was undeserved. I should have lost that fight. I genuinely should have lost that. And if the AI had not misplayed, I would have lost that. Alright, I get one more treasure. Summon 3 minions from your deck with the highest attack, fill your board with random gnomes, or give a minion +2/+2 for each minion you control. Absolutely that. If I get a turn where I can play Unleash the Hounds to fill my board and then Royal Gift, that's insane. And lastly... I think Pack Mentality is the best here. We're on to the last one.
Lost Azalina. She'll find a way out.
So, she summons Wisps. She summons 3 1/1 Wisps. She runs a lot of things that make her creatures bigger, if I'm remembering the way her deck works. I also have a lot of ways to quickly bring out big things, so hopefully it will work.
I must save my children.
We got a Scavenging Hyena and an Unleash the Hounds. That is a fantastic combo. She will be able to bring out her Wisps next turn. Is she going to be able to buff them this turn? No, she is not. Okay, that's good for me. Let's bring out a Bloodhound. I really do not want to let her build up a presence on the board. She is way too dangerous having multiple things on the board. I say as she immediately has multiple things on the board. But we can at least take out 2 of them. 1 damage to you, and I will get a 1/3 Mastiff. Okay, 3 more Wisps. Are you gonna power up?
Here there is no light.
Okay. Okay. She has a Paladin secret. Interesting. I think my best option here is a Dog Whistle and then my Hyena. Oh. Okay, it randomly powered up a minion. I absolutely don't want that. Alright, I have a 6/6 Scavenging Hyena now. That's pretty good. It's still within her potential to kill it, though.
Here there is no light.
Okay, she has a whole board filled with minions. Believe it or not, that is exactly what I want. Because now we can play Unleash the Hounds. And I have a whole pack of 1/3s. So I take out her Wisps. Then I run 2 creatures straight into the... What is it? The Defender of Argus? Then I can summon another one. Run it into that. There. Now that dangerous effect of powering up her minions is taken care of. I'll attack. Might trigger her secret. Okay, there's the secret. Oof. 10 damage to me. That sucked.
My shield for Argus.
Alright, buffing them up again. She powered up my Hyena even more. So, I think... I want to make sure I take out that one. Kill that. Kill that. I just need to make sure that her board is cleared. I can swing for 20. That is huge. 2 more turns with attacks like that, and she's gone. Oh, Knife Juggler. That's gonna hurt. Yep, that's 1 damage random to... Okay, you're drawing 3 cards. And playing a Paladin secret. Oh, boy. If that's the same secret, I want to make sure... Okay, no. It's the one that summons a 2/1 as the new target. That is absolutely fine. Summon another Bloodhound. Take out the Knife Juggler. I can give my Scavenging Hyena taunt. Whatever she's gonna do, it's going to have to go through that hyena first. No matter how big she can make the wisps, I don't think she can take down that much damage in one go. Drawing 2 more cards with Divine Favor. Okay, 2 Paladin Secrets. One could be the same effect that I saw before, so I want to make sure I hit her with something weak first. Okay. Just in case, let's see what cards I draw. Nope, it was clear. A clean kill. That went perfectly. Azalina is down. I cleared Kobolds and Catacombs. And I cleared one area of the Witchwood. Honestly, I feel pretty satisfied about that. There's a lot more, you know, there's a lot more, things I could explore. I'm pretty sure I cleared everything in the puzzle lab, which was an absolute pain in the butt. So the next actual, like, roguelike one is Rostacon's Rumble. And then the trilogy of Dalaran Heist, Tombs of Terror, and Galakron's Awakening. I'm pretty sure I cleared... Oh, no, okay. I never actually got there. But I did clear all of those. So, yeah, there's a lot more things here that I can do. Ashes of Outland. I'm assuming that there's a bunch of stuff here that has to be... Huh. You know, there is a lot of cool stuff here. And I do enjoy these. I do enjoy roguelikes. I do enjoy RPGs. I do enjoy fantasy, and I do enjoy card games. Being able to do so many of those things is really satisfying. And, well, I've really kind of made a point to not bother promoting any of the, Actually, never mind. You know what? This was really delightful. I think that's all I have time for tonight. Join me again for another stream each Friday evening. And I will see you all on the next one.